NSW police are pushing government to move fast on new laws which gives them right to seek unexplained wealth orders against suspected underworld criminals. According to police, these laws are being delayed by the cabinet, as they have been proposed since 2021. Police say these new laws designed to take away the mega wealth of alleged criminals could have prevented some of the killings that has happened recently across Sydney. An unexplained wealth order, UWO, is a type of court order which will be issued by the state court to compel the target to reveal the sources of their unexplained wealth. It is believed that the UWOs will be introduced in sections that will interlink the Crimes Act and the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. People who fail to give proper account for their wealth will be liable to have assets seized by an enforcement authority or the Crown and paid back to the state, from which it has been taken via criminal practices. The power of these laws lies in their reverse onus principle. However, the orders are ineffective as soon as a defendant can provide an explanation for the source of their wealth. In short, if an individual had a taxable income of $80,000 but had assets of many millions above that and had no way of explaining how they had legally made that money, police could apply to court for a UWO and get the cash seized and absorbed by the state. As of now, Western Australia has the toughest unexplained wealth laws in the country, while NSW are keen to match them. Recently, police have been given sweeping new powers to raid the homes of convicted drug dealers, criminals and club members without a warrant. NSW police have a lot of powers to help them carry out their work. Most of these powers are set out in legislation which makes their work easier. However, Western Australia leads by example and NSW wants to match them. They also want more power to combat the use of dedicated encrypted devices and special high-tech phones used by the clubs and crime families. There are similar laws already in countries like Colombia, Indonesia, the UK and the US. Last month, after the charging of 18 alleged associates of the Al-Madeen crime network, Commissioner Karen Webb told how it would be alleged some of those individuals were earning more than $250,000 a week, despite having no employment.
All of those arrested displayed considerable wealth and assets, which we allege were generated entirely through the profit of drugs. None of those arrested today had any obvious forms of employment, yet displayed considerable wealth and assets. Some of them were operating phones, which we allege were generating more than $250,000 a week in illicit drug sales, until their arrest this morning.
Police advised that there are various examples on which the orders can be applied, like Rashad Al-Madeen, who in last year's lockdown announced that he has more wealth than all three police heads combined, and makes more in a week than they make in a year, despite him being officially listed as unemployed on court documents. Rashad was arrested in February this year. When police came slamming all doors, Rashad was found hiding in his home's roof cavity. Further investigations are still being carried around his wealth. Another Al-Madeen clan heavyweight, Masood Zakaria, who before fleeing the country drove a $200,000 Lamborghini and fraudulently bought a $2 million Greystanes home in his wife's name. While he claimed his massive wealth came from a labor hire business, which on investigation proved made next to no money. His whereabouts is still a mystery to the police. There are many more examples, like alleged drug suppliers Mustafa Baluch, who claimed to have wealth of $30 million, and bikie associate Ashley Rake, who drove a Lamborghini, had $400,000 in Rolex watches and had expensive designer clothes at his Vaucluse unit. Police believe that if this was done earlier, they could have saved few lives that were lost in tit-for-tat shootings during the gangland wars. It is understood the next time the legislation will be up for debate before cabinet will be in coming weeks.